Bobby Kotick actually wrote Fran Townsend's deranged company-wide email, which, if you then remember, he then wrote an email himself in which he kind of like condemned and called that email tone deaf. So basically, he wrote the first... He's like having conversations with himself in his statements. First, he wrote the one in the Franz Townsend email, had her send it, and then he basically wrote an email condemning that email, which is just like some next level fucking sociopath, psychotic level shit, okay? The email led to a staff walkout earlier this year. Kotick now regrets it. Earlier this year, an email was sent to all employees of Activision Blizzard from the email account of Chief Compliance Officer, former executive sponsor of the ABV Employees Women's Network, and former torture... Not biased at all. Former torture apologist. I mean, I guess she is. You know, seriously though, what's wrong with a little bit of water? What's wrong with some waterboarding between friends? You know, what's a little bit of waterboarding between friends? It's fine. I mean, her name is even Fran. She's clearly friendly. Fran the friend. Fran the friend does a little bit of waterboarding. What's a little bit of waterboarding between friends with Fran Townsend? It was sent in the middle of historic allegations of harassment against the company. It was so bad that it was one of the direct cited causes of a staff walkout. Today, somehow, this email has returned and became even more explosive, with the Wall Street Journal reporting that Townsend didn't even write it. The email is one of the most tone-deaf, oblivious pieces of executive hand-waving you'll ever seen. It was sent right in the middle of allegations that shook a major publisher to its core and led to a number of high-profile firings and resignations, dragging both Activision and Blizzard's names through the mud for much of 2021. The email had the nerve to call the lawsuit sparking those moves as having presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company. You know what? That part's right. That part's right. I'm going to defend this statement right here, okay? The lawsuit did present a distorted and untrue picture of the company. It did. This is the truth. I'm sorry if it costs you guys to hear it, but this is the truth. Because the picture that they painted was actually not true. In reality, everything was a lot fucking worse, as we've came to find yesterday. It was a lot fucking worse. Things were way worse than what they described in the fucking lawsuit. Yeah. So it did present a distorted and untrue picture of the company. It went on to say that Townsend was proud to be a part of the company that takes a hardline approach to inappropriate or hostile work environments and sexual harassment issues. This was also the email where Franz Townsend said, "I've never been harassed." Or should I say Bobby Kotick said that Franz Townsend was never harassed. Holy crap, dude. Despite everything that had just happened and was about to happen, here it is in full in case you've yet to see the whole thing. Oh, this is the email. The executive sponsor, and I know it has been difficult for many of us to recently file a lawsuit, including factually incorrect, old, and out of context. So, is it factually incorrect? Or is it old? Is it factually incorrect? Or is it just out of context? These are contradicting statements. Either something is factually incorrect or something is old. It can't be both, because you're using it as a justification to imply that this thing is wrong. If it's old, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that it's old. And I kind of feel like there's not an expiry date on sexual harassment, but maybe that's just me. Out of context stories from more than a decade ago. The Activision companies of today, the Activision companies that I know are great companies with good values. When I joined executive leadership team, I was certain that I was joining a company where I would be valued, treated with respect, and provide opportunities equal to those afforded to the men in the company. Except Jen O'Neill wasn't making as much money as Mike Ibarra. But that could be because she was gay. For me, this has been true during my time. As a leader, I am committed to make sure that the experience I have is the same as the rest of the organization. We have a leadership team that is committed to these principles in every way. Might I remind you, by the way, that J. Allen Brack wore a pride pin when he was apologizing over the fact that they basically snuffed Blitzchung. You know, it's just a little bit, you know. It's just one of those things. Proud to be part of a company that takes a hardline approach to inappropriate hostile work environments and sexual harassment issues. Yeah, our hardline approach is we basically deal with this by, you know, inviting all of our female staffers to stripper clubs. The email understandably enraged employees led to Townsend stepping down from a role as executive sponsor of the Activision Blizzard's Women Network. Yeah, this is the same stuff. Now WSJ reports that it was in fact besieged Activision Blizzard boss Bobby Kotick who wrote it. The story says Kotick, who approves most internal company-wide emails as well as media responses, drafted the email himself. He then directed that it would be sent under Townsend's name, likely because she was one of the few women executives at the company run predominantly by men. Yeah, he needed a woman to basically say those words. An Activision rep responding to WSJ's reporting, saying Kotick now takes responsibility for the incident and regrets it. So he admits it. He's like, yeah, I did it. I sent the email under Franz Townsend's name saying that my company was amazing. I did it. I'm sorry. I regret it. Dude, I regret it. I then also sent an email condemning everything she said. I regret it. Ms. Townsend should not be blamed for this mistake. If you remember at the time, Kotick criticized the email as having been tone deaf, despite the fact now turns out he wrote it himself. Holy fuck, Bobby. Bobby, what the fuck is wrong with you? Need to make that a soundbite. I think we'll need that before we're done with this. Bobby, what the fuck? What the actual fuck is wrong with you, Bobby? What is wrong? Did your mother not breastfeed you, Bobby? Is that what happened? Is this all because you didn't get enough attention as a child, Bobby? Is that the problem? Bobby Kotick is a fucked up human being and he needs to be fired. And when I say fired, I'm not saying fired from Activision Blizzard. I'm saying fired from a fucking cannon into the moon. And then we'll fight him as the final boss of Endwalker on the moon. We'll kill Bobby Kotick. Yes. He's going to be a savage raid. An extreme trial. No, he's going to be an ultimate. He's going to be the ultimate that we get after the Dragon Song War. We get the Dragon Song War and Bobby Kotick. It's going to be a 20-minute grueling fight. It is going to test the limits of our abilities. And when we defeat Bobby Kotick in the moon, World of Warcraft will be great again. And the World of Warcraft refugees may finally return home. Except most of them won't go back because they're like, hey, you know what? I kind of like it here. I think I'll stay. I like the cat girls and the bunny girls. Yeah, I think I'll stick around. Anyway, Activision Blizzard Board of Directors issues statement regarding recent article. November 16, 2021, the Activision Blizzard NASDAQ Board of Directors released the following statement reporting to recent media stories. The Activision Blizzard board remains committed to the goal of making Activision Blizzard the most welcoming and inclusive company in the industry. Under Bobby Kotick's leadership, the company is already implementing industry-leading changes, including a zero-tolerance harassment policy, a dedication to achieving significant increases to the percentage of women and non-binary people in our workplace, and significant internal and external investments to accelerate opportunities for diverse talent. Okay, so let me explain something to you fucks, okay? Because here's how this works. All these fucking people care about, this board of directors, all they care about is money. Money. Money talks and bullshit walks. All they give two shits about is money. They'd sell their fucking mother for $2. These people, they fucking would. They would sell their mother for a 1% gain in the stock of the fucking company. These goddamn, basically, money goblins, dude. Magenta Goblin, by the way, thank you very much. Fuck. Sorry. I can't believe I just made a goblin analogy as Magenta Goblin makes Lord Bifana grossly incandescent, but thank you. Thank you very much. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. I also like the fact that the tier 1 sub landed on Lord Bifana. What a port. Is there a more Portuguese name than that? Holy shit. Lord Bifana. Também queres uma mini preta e uma Santos Torresmos com isso? Pode ser? That's some Portuguese lore for you guys. You guys need to put that into Google Translate, and you still won't understand what the fuck comes out of there. Anyways, as I was saying, like, these people would sell their firstborn for a 1% increase in the stock, which is fucking disgusting. So all they care about is money. And they know that Bobby Kotick knows how to make money regardless of his methods. So they don't care about the methods. And let's face it, okay? Let's not just be like, oh, this is only something that happens in Activision Blizzard. No, let's face it, most companies have this problem. Most companies have this problem where the board of directors, they're there to make fucking money. They're there to make money, and they'd sell their mother, their firstborn, their wives for a 1% increase to the stock just to see the fucking number go up. These people have more money than a lot of us will make in 10 lifetimes put together, but they still need to see that fucking number go up because their brain is hardwired to like, number goes up, me make more money, number goes up, let's go. And it's like, there's no morals left. There's no morals left. And it's like the simple fact that there was an opportunity there. I think that there was a real opportunity with the Jen O'Neill and Mike Ibarra situation. I know that I've talked about this yesterday, but I really do feel there was an opportunity there for significant change. Because, like, look, we have a woman in charge as well, which, you know, I always say it's important to hire people because of their qualifications. But at the same time, the situation in Blizzard is so bad, that having a woman at the top could potentially be something that would significantly improve the conditions of that working place. And then what do? How do they fuck it up? They pay her less. Who in their right mind, like, considering that one of the problems that we're having in Blizzard right now is that, you know, there's an inequality issue. Why would you pay her less? Why? Just why? It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Anyways, the goals we have set for ourselves are both critical and ambitious. The board remains confident in Bobby Kotick's leadership, commitment, and ability to achieve these goals. Do they? Interesting how the vote to approve Bobby Kotick's pay package was like, I think 44% to 56%. Does the actual board feel... Wait, but that was that investors or was that the entirety of the board? I don't know. I know that they weren't that unanimous. Commitment and ability to achieve these goals. About Activision Blizzard, our mission is to connect and engage the world through epic entertainment has never been more important. Bullshit. Through communities rooted in our video game franchises, we enable hundreds of millions of people to experience joy, thrill, and achievement. Bullshit. We achieve social connections through the lens of fun. Bullshit. And we foster purposes in the sense of accomplishment through healthy competition. Bullshit. Like sport, but with greater accessibility, our players can find purpose and meaning through competitive gaming. I would hope players don't find their life's purpose by just gaming. I think gaming is good. I don't think it's your life's purpose. Our enduring franchises, some of the world's most popular, including Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Hearthstone, Diablo, StarCraft, Candy Crush, Bubble Witch, Pet Rescue, and Farm Heroes. Our sustained success has enabled the company to support... Dude, fuck right off. Fuck right off a million times over. You're full of shit. A better ABK. Under Bobby Kotick's leadership, the company has been accused of mistreatment, sexual harassment, rape, and death threats made by Kotick himself. Yeah, like when he threatened to kill his fucking secretary. The board is just as complicit if they let this slide. It's past time for Bobby to step down. End abuse in gaming. A better ABK. I'm actually going to go ahead and retweet this. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And yeah. It's like, seriously, get a fucking grip. So this was the walkout yesterday. So hard to see so many people show up to make their voices heard. Over 150 people at last count in person, and a lot more participating remotely. Actiblizz walkout. Here's the Blizzard team. Second time in 2021 walking out. Let's see what CEO Bobby Kotick has to say about this whole debacle.
I want to talk with you today about our future and reiterate my conviction to create the most welcoming and inclusive workplace. Over the last few months, so many of you have generously and candidly shared your experiences and your insights about the type of company you want us to be. We've taken meaningful actions to improve our company and our culture, but there's more to do. To become the model workplace we all aspire to be, more change is required. But I am so confident we will get there. There will, of course, be continued media attention about us and our industry over the next few months. In fact, there's an article today that paints an inaccurate and misleading view of our company, of me personally, and my leadership. I want to say two important things about this. First, we are incredibly fortunate to have the most talented people in our industry, all so committed to constant improvement, and I share this commitment. The second thing I want to say is that anyone who doubts my conviction to be the most welcoming and inclusive workplace doesn't really appreciate how important this is to me. Creativity and inspiration thrives best in a safe, welcoming.
Body language. Watch this body language.
Is to me.
You have no idea how important this is to me. It's like it doesn't matter how much you do. I would love to have an expert in body language analyze this thing. I would love to, because like I'm not an expert in it, but it's like I know for a fact that like this right here is basically, this is a lie. This is a flat out lie. Just flat out lie. We need like an expert in body language and micro expressions to look over this footage.
Creativity and inspiration thrives best in a safe, welcoming, respectful environment. There is no substitute for that. And staying true to our values without exceptions is the best way to retain our talent and to attract the new talent we need to achieve our great potential. As I've made clear, we're moving forward with a new zero tolerance policy for inappropriate behavior. And zero means zero. Any reprehensible conduct is simply unacceptable.
Again, dude. Oh my God. Look at it. Dude, what the fuck? Look.
Means zero. Any reprehensible conduct is simply unacceptable.
Tongue comes out again. Every time he says a lie, it's just like. Oh my God.
We have a chance to further enhance our culture and be the example other companies will follow. And we are so incredibly fortunate. Connecting and engaging the world through joy and fun is a powerful mission. Accomplishing this in a welcoming, inclusive workplace ensures we will achieve our mission with excellence. Over the last few years, our industry has had an uncomfortable spotlight that's been illuminating opportunities for us to change. And we must all, including me, embrace this need for change so we can bring our very best selves to the very best place to work. Thank you for your commitment to a culture of respect, your appreciation for the unique talents we each possess, and for maintaining the very best environment for all of us to work. For that, I am truly grateful.
100% alive. Watch.